All right, so really quickly, Mafia, let me get my thoughts out on this. You know I love you. You know it brings me no pleasure to say this, but it is my job to say this. And frankly, I'm not saying anything that you don't already know, but I have to say this. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! I know you're all thinking it and saying it as well. I know I'm not the only person who watched that Bills team and had Carl Lewis echoing in his head all night long. There's no way I was the only one thinking to myself, uh-oh, all night long. Because what a beating. What a head caving. What a physical beatdown that was. The score does not begin to reflect. I don't even care that you damn near pulled that game out. The score does not reflect, or even the fact you had a chance to win it, the beating physically that you just endured. But if you watched that game last night, you know a nice, swift ass kicking when you see it. And Buffalo most certainly was on the receiving end of a nice, swift ass kicking. Not only do these alleged contenders look nothing like contenders, the Bills look closer to cleaning house than they do contending for any Lombardis. Buffalo's Super Bowl window looks like it is slammed shut right now and painted over. And they better get Josh Allen some help, or things are only going to get a lot worse from here. Do not waste any more of this guy's Hall of Fame career. I mean, waste part of his Hall of Fame career. They damn near got this dude killed last night. They're just not supporting him with nearly enough. Nowhere. Not on either side, actually. The guy's doing too much. Josh is pressing right now. Obviously, he has to. They're not good enough right now to win any other way than to have Josh play hero ball. Remember how they coached that out of him early in his career? Yeah, well, now he knows he has no choice. It's back. And hero ball backfired last night. Obviously, you know it's bad when your reigning MVP gets outplayed by the other team's backup. And as good of a backup as Davis Mills is, it's still Davis Mills we're talking about. Even he's like, guys, I'm the backup. The backup should not be outperforming the reigning MVP in primetime. Man, that is absurd. And that's a big problem for everybody in Buffalo. And Buffalo needed that game as badly as the Texans did. They did. It's a problem for everybody, starting with your head coach, Sean McDermott, and obviously continuing with Joe Brady. I mean, if Brady does not call that hook and ladder on 4th and 27, is he not already fired? And I'm not looking to get anybody fired. And frankly, a lot of this also falls on Brandon Beane, because this team is lacking in talent, and nowhere is that more obvious than the wide receiver situation. And remember, Brandon pushed back hard when he was pushed on that. How are there no real wide receivers on a team with the best quarterback in the NFL? How is the MVP running with this set of scrubs, receivers? And again, how much of a knucklehead could Keon Coleman possibly be? The guy we all fell in love with right after the draft. How much of a knucklehead could this guy be? I'm serious. They used the 33rd pick on that dude last year, and he just spent the last 2 weeks as a healthy scratch. When receivers their biggest area of need? The hell did he do to become a healthy scratch 2 weeks in a row? Did he also nap it out through walkthrough? Did he miss curfew to party in Vegas? Did he come in and puke all over Sean McDermott? As I mentioned, all of those things apparently only get you suspended for 1 series. What the hell would you have to do to get suspended for 2 games? Let me ask you this one more time. If being late for curfew and puking in a casino, allegedly, got you suspended for 1 series, what would you have to do to be a healthy scratch for 2 games? Come in and take a dump on the head coach? Actually, literally? puke on the coach and then take a dump on him? How is this guy a healthy scratch? Did he kill somebody? Or did the Bills really think, there's this? If he's a healthy scratch and he didn't commit some egregious act like maiming somebody, killing somebody, taking a dump on somebody, is it a matter of them thinking that they drafted the 33rd pick or used that pick on him and he can't help them in an area where they're desperate for help? Are they saying, well, he's just not good? I mean, that would be even worse than him coming in and taking a dump on the head coach or the owner. What the hell is going on with this guy? A healthy scratch. 2 weeks in a row. I don't know what's worse. He's that bad that they think that he can't help him? That can't be the case. So what did he do to be a healthy scratch when in the NFL you can get away with almost anything? Face it, almost anything. And what's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? You sit out the first series. This guy's missed 2 full games, and they've lost 2 of their last 3. They need him. Back to the head coach. Let's face it, Sean McDermott is in trouble. He is. And if he's not, he should be. Listen, he's had a great run in Buffalo. I'm not a part of the hot take factory. I can acknowledge this. He's had a great run in Buffalo, except for those few brief moments that have completely defined his time in Buffalo, where he and they have unraveled on the big stage. But right now, that's not even what's going on. They're unraveling off Broadway. They're unraveling on the smaller stage. They're unraveling in the regular season. They're not even getting to the big stage in order to unravel. So he's got a problem. He's in trouble. The defense, which he is known for, which is supposed to be his area of expertise, is not going in the right direction still. They still can't stop the run. They still can't stop anybody. They can't get off the field. And on top of that, the main thing, he still has never proven that he can get this team over the hump or win big games in January when they're not supposed to. Except that they are supposed to, right? They're supposed to win those games. See, in fact, it's the opposite. If anything, his track record in Buffalo suggests that they're never going to win a big game in January. His time leading the Bills makes you think they will always gag away a chance if given the chance. That's the thing. So there's got to be a reason, right? What are the reasons to keep going with this guy? I'm not trying to get him fired. I'm just asking, what is the reason to keep going with this guy? Why would he not be in serious trouble at the end of the season unless there's some kind of miraculous turnaround that nobody sees coming? The only good thing that happened for the Bills last night was that Josh Allen did not get seriously hurt, and he came close. Hell, for a minute, I thought the guy might actually be dead. Actually. But he didn't actually suffer a catastrophic injury on this play. I almost suffered one trying to even describe this play. That looks bad, man. That guy never, ever looks like he's in that kind of pain. On his back, kicking his legs, like I thought he was going to die. Sketchy moment, to be sure, and very scary, but crises averted. He's fine. And can you even imagine if he wasn't fine? You think things are bleak right now. Imagine. So you got to go for the rest of the season, try to salvage something with him. What about if he doesn't get back up? What if you're facing the rest of the season with Mitch Trubisky? Also a good reminder that as long as you have a healthy Josh, you've got a prayer. But right now, that's all that feels like, Buffalo. That's all that feels like. That's all you have, a hope and a prayer. The most severe injury last night actually was suffered by a ref, incredibly enough. A non-contact injury for the ref. That's a new one. And you knew it right away. Not only a non-contact ref injury, the ref got carted off. I don't think I've ever seen either. I know injuries are a 100% certainty in the NFL. Never has that been more true if the ref show is suffering non-contact injuries and getting carted off. Not like we've seen lately where refs are running into coaches or trucking players on the sideline. I'm talking about a non-contact injury and a cart. Here comes the cart. Talk about sniper. Ooh, ouch. Oh. Hate it when that happens, man. I don't know what's more absurd, seeing the ref get carted off the field or seeing that handcuffed drunk dude in a Josh Allen jersey get carted out of the stadium. Look at this dude, cuffed. Is he wearing cowboy boots too? Okay, he's got jorts, cowboy boots, Josh Allen jersey, cuffed on a cart. Never seen that either. I don't know what is a more absurd thing or something that I expected to see less. That or the ref. And that guy didn't get the premium cart. That dude got like a laundry cart, a Costco cart. That's not a golf cart. That's a cart used to move boxes. They got this dude cuffed, face down, in jorts and cowboy boots and a Josh Allen gamer, cuffed, hands behind his back. Man, that is a bad night. That is one of the worst nights ever. Or just Thursday night for that dude? I don't know him. Look how many cops, look how many security guys it took to get this guy out of there. I'd love to know what that guy blew. I would love to know the back on that guy. That dude had to have been .25. Honestly, what they should have done, they should have had all 11 Texans defenders in their shiny red bonnets for the felonious beating and assault, battery and assault that they administered to Josh Allen last night. Every one of those defenders should have been on one of their own carts in their jerseys, which everybody seemed to hate last night. I didn't. They didn't bother me. And they should have all been cuffed and taken off for battery and assault. Not just that dude in the jorts.